How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today we're going to the LA Auto Show. I haven't been to an auto show since I think pre-Bovid, so we're gonna go. I'm excited to see a couple cars. I really want to check out the new Honda Prelude. I don't think they have the new RX-7 there, but I'm 99% sure they do have the Prelude. There's a couple other cars that I'm interested to see, but I also just kind of want to see all of the stupid gimmicks and all of the junk that they push towards the average consumer. So we'll just see exactly what they got, what's hot and what's not. Now, I know it sounds fun to take one of my fun cars to the LA Auto Show, but it's in LA and the roads in LA suck and the crowds in LA suck, so we're gonna take her. All right, we just made it. I hate driving to LA. I'm so happy I took the truck. Super annoying. 50 minutes in traffic, but we're here for the content, so hopefully it's worth it. We're about to head in. I wonder if we'll see the AT4X in there. I think that's what it's called. That's like the super off-road version of this truck. Also, Mammy's in there. I'm forcing her to record a video for her channel. So hopefully she posts it. She wants me to let her record in there because she's very shy on camera. So she's just recording her intro. We'll go right now. Let's check on her. There she is. She knows I'm filming her, so she's gonna stop. Good job. All right. I don't know where to start. I think I see an Indy car over there or something. This looks like... Who is this? Oh, this is Hyundai. All right, let's check out Hyundai. Screw it. I'm not a huge Hyundai fan. Yeah. All right, so we don't care about SUVs. We got the Sonata N line. So I'm just going to critique it on what I can see surface level. The interior is pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty nice interior. Looks like a computer speaker right there, but the seats and everything look pretty nice. Color's nice. Wheels are what you would expect. I just... I wonder if those are all real tips or fake tips. Like, the paint and everything's nice, but to me it just looks like... I feel like they're just like chasing kind of the Kia Stinger lineup, you know? And I mean, if it's got the specs and everything, sure, but I don't think this does anything. It looks cool, but it would blend into regular traffic. The front end looks way more aggressive than the rest of the car. Like, the front end almost looks like Lamborghini Urus vibes. So here's a race car kind of, I guess, version, super race car out of the Elantra, and looks way better. But obviously you're not getting it in this spec. Like, this looks like a race car, because it is. This does not. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I have been seeing more videos online of like the Elantra N's and shit beating or keeping up with 5.0s, but yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, in my opinion, it's just another economy sports sedan. This is cool though. I will never think this is cool. I wish there was a plaque that said how long this took to do. How many hours do you guys think it took to achieve this? Like, from top to bottom, just murals. Is that Cardi B? Or am I tripping? I'm over here complaining about having to polish my paint, and this guy went the extra mile and made his whole ice cream truck a rolling piece of art. Now, I highly doubt it gets driven, but damn, like, you can just spend like a good probably 10 to 15 minutes looking at every edge of this thing and finding new details. All right, this is probably the main room, but there's like little exhibits throughout the whole thing. I think I see some Huracans and shit over there. But let's go to the main room. I want to see the new GTR. We'll start at Toyota though. Okay, so far Toyota's just Priuses and hybrids, but I think there's the new truck that everyone's hyped about. So here's the first cool thing that we've seen. The new Toyota X Runner. It's got a wide body kit on it. It's got carbon barrels. Carbon fiber barrels on the wheels, which is insane. Front and back, of course. I don't know if you guys could hear me because of the speakers and shit like that, but I believe this thing was debuted at SEMA. I might be wrong there, but she's thick. Like, it's cool because it reminds me of like when people build up the S10s and shit like that. And I love how it's not giant. Like, the Tundra is huge, but having like a sport truck like this that's not massive is huge. Like, this is great. This is gonna be like a fun platform. Yeah, SEMA concept vehicle is locked. Oh, does it have specs here? Let's read it really quick. 421 horsepower, 479 foot-pounds of torque, 10-speed A10. I don't think it says if it's gas or electric, but I'm hoping it's gas. Oh yeah, twin turbocharged V6, 420 horsepower, mammy. It is gas. It is gas. Thank God. I was a little worried, but I mean, with all the scoops and the ducks, and besides the Supra, Toyota isn't really known for, you know, putting a bunch of fake shit on the car. They're not Honda, but no, this is aggressive. This is nice looking. Super nice. Also, the exhaust tips are right down there. Super slick. I love it. I like this thing. I could stare at this thing all day. So far, so good. I was a little worried when we walked in and saw nothing but Priuses, but the X-Runner, I didn't expect to see this. So here's the new Supra. I mean, it looks the same. I think I see a different wing on it, though. I'm going to try to go around these folks right here. That wing looks new to me. I don't know if it is. Maybe I just don't see many with this wing, but besides that, I'm not seeing anything really different about it. It's clean. I still love the Mark V. But, yeah, I mean, the design has been out now for how many years? A few years now? I still think it looks good. I think the hood is a little bland. The hood just looks really basic. It needs something. And then the 8.6. Hopefully they fixed the oil consumption issue or the oil sucking issue. Also, if they come with this little factory ducktail, they're already saving you little BRZ fanboys some money. It's a nice looking ducktail. I mean, it fits the car. I think it's perfect. So here's the new Taco that everyone was telling me to get, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm so happy I did not get the new Taco. It looks worse than all of the other generations in my opinion. I don't like the front end at all. The front end looks like a dog with an underbite. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on down there either. That's some weird, like, air dam shit. But yeah, the flares are fine, and the little flare ducks, they don't go anywhere, but I mean, they're fine, I guess. But that little air ram and the teeth, I'm not a fan of it. All right, so we're gonna go check out Nissan. I want to look at the new GTR, and it looks like they have the new 400Z right there. I want to look at both of those. I'm gonna be very underwhelmed by the GTR, even though I like it. It's just not it's nothing new, but finally get to see it in person. I don't know whose bright idea it was to put the Nismo, well, the GTR Nismo on the top like that, because I can't even look at it now. But from here, it just looks like every other GTR out there. It looks the same. Like, there's the weird add-on fascia thing that they put on the rear. And I mean, from down here, it looks cool, but this is just such an awkward angle that, I mean, I think it would look different for any car up there. You put an S550 up there, and at this angle, it's gonna look weird. But yeah, I don't know. I think they dropped the ball on it. It's a lazy refresh. In my opinion, it's no better than the S650. This is worse, actually. S650 refresh for the S550. I don't think this actually changed, I guess, numbers. I don't think this is considered an R36. At least I wouldn't consider it that. But yeah, in my opinion, it just seems lazy. It's the same design from 2009. I'm not a huge fan. One thing that pisses me off is I really want to see the hood, but I literally fucking can't. Like, give me a step stool or something. Like, I want to see the hood. The fenders look cool. The front bumper, I mean, it looks different, but again, I want to see it. You guys can't see shit from here, that's for sure. I mean, I guess we could look at the 400Z Nismo, which is going to definitely be overpriced. If this thing is like 200-something thousand, I don't know what they're going to MSRP this thing for. I don't know if those numbers have been released. I'm not too interested to look it up, but it definitely looks cool. Like, the wheels, the tires, if these are the tires that it actually comes with, what's the tread wear? 200? That's a good sticky tire. This thing, it looks like it's ready for a canyon or a track. Like, this is a good wheel and tire setup. Fitment looks good. You know, if you really want to, you could drop it just a smidge. I love the taillights. I love most of the 400Z. The front end looks a little flat in my opinion, like a little basic, but I love the rear end of this. The Nismo looks even better. I think it could have done without the Nismo badge right there in the center. That looks like something that some kid would do with AutoZone shit, but like, ooh, if I was a Nissan engineer, I would have probably put it like up here on the wing. Where is it on the fucking GTR? Oh, it's on the same shitty spot? Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it on the GTR, and I don't like it on this. It just looks like someone put it there awkwardly. Whatever. What does the interior look like? I don't think we're allowed to touch the cars here, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's already got a check engine light. No, I'm joking. Interior looks fine. Automatic. I mean, it's expected nowadays. It's cool. I mean, I like it. I just don't know if it's going to be worth whatever they're asking. Also, one thing my girl pointed out is they have like S13 taillights and shit over here. Is Nissan following the trend of making these fucking shitty sports sedans? SR Altima. Let's see what that gets you. Let's see. It's a VC turbo. How much you got to pay for this bad boy? $37,500. It's got a 2.0 variable compression turbo 4-cylinder, not a 4-liter, 236 horsepower with the Xtronic CVT. So, yep, if you want to compete with the other sports sedan shitbox trend that's going on right now, like the Elantra N and the Sonata N that we just saw, you could do it in your Altima. Yeah, the interior looks very similar to my GMC actually. It looks very similar with the screen setup and everything. Seats are fine. In 20 years, these guys are gonna still be menaces on the road. You know, you're gonna see them with the Steelies and all that. But in my opinion, it's just another one of those like car trends that hopefully will die out. The whole like shitty sports sedan trend. Like, this is not a sports car, and it never will be. Not with a CVT. There will be no thrill street in the Altima SR. Zero. So here is the Frontier Pro X. We'll start at the rear. Wheels and tires, I'm going to say better than the AT4. I don't know if it... No, those are dummy beadlock little things. I don't know if they had like the capability of doing it. I know they won't be from factory, but anyways. Interior looks like you get a little charging pad on this trim level. Screen looks pretty basic. I need to see the cluster. My girl literally thought it was just another Tacoma. And I don't blame her because it does definitely look like just another Tacoma, but it's not. It's the Frontier. I'll also give you a little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer emblem right there. Oh, they're doing the little test drive. Scared the shit out of me. Seats are fine. Seats are fine. Cluster looks a little dated. If this is a 2024 model and this is what they're showing off and it's not all digital, I feel like you're kind of in the past. Digital dashes have been around now for a while, and I feel like if you're showing off a top tier trim like this, then hopefully it would be digital, but it is not. Let's see if this one is. I have nothing against like analog dashes. I actually kind of prefer them, but probably the average consumer does not. I do like my dash all digital in the AT4, but in most sports cars or any sports car, I would much prefer an analog dash like that. However, this is not a sports car, which is why in my AT4, I like the digital dash. Nissan Pathfinder. I mean, I don't know why I'm recording it. The color's interesting. Still fake beadlocks. Let's see the interior. Same dash. Looks recycled. Same dash. Seats are nice. Rock Creek. Seats look comfortable. I actually like this. You know, like if I was having a family and I wanted like an off-road capable vehicle, like this looks cool. I like the little Rock Creek emblem. It's fine. It looks like it would do all right. It's got decent clearance. New mom car, mammy? You're not a mom, but we can change that tonight. Here's the new LC500, probably the closest thing we'll ever get to an LFA again. It's cool. It's definitely fucking sporty looking. Big ass brakes. I'll look at the specs right now on that sheet. I like it just because it looks like they took an LFA and then like kind of modernized it. But I don't think anything will ever be able to, I guess, recreate the hype that the LFA has. There's people in it, so I don't want to get too close. Wheels are definitely interesting. They look heavy. They just look heavy in my opinion. But besides that, the car's good looking. I mean, it's an LC500. Let me look at the specs real quick. So the LC500 still has the 5.0 V8 and it makes 471 horsepower. A far cry from the V10 that we all loved, but you know, it's still a sporty Lexus. I'm still happy to see sports cars still alive. She really likes the IS500. She walked over instantly to this. You like it? Save up. 472? It makes more than the LC500. That thing makes 471. That's crazy. It's probably heavier, but I mean, it's a good looking car. I love the color. I like how like all the other colors here are really boring and gray, and then you just have blue LC500. Like, it's a great looking blue too. As Toyota does. Full race car RCF right here. Look at the meat up front. We don't usually see meat like this on the front, but this is meatier than most of your guys' rear tires. It'd be so fun to own a car like this. It would just, like, you literally have to trailer this to a track. But this thing is badass. The aero and, like, the duct work is really impressive, to say the least. They have the radiator. It looks like tilted. So what happens, and this is one way to get, like, maximum aerodynamics, is the air goes in right there, goes through the radiator, and the radiator is angled like that to force the air up and immediately out of the hood. So this thing just slices through the air. Like, this thing literally slices through the air. Yeah, and then you got the open vents in the back of the wheels. The wheel wells are one of the most critical points that create drag. So having them open like that in the rear really helps. I'm sure, let's see back here, there should be something to redirect it. Maybe there's not. Typically, when you see it sticking out past that, that's one way that you can. But I don't think it's nearly as efficient as just having a large open duct like that. Like, that's letting it all out. And then, of course, a giant swan neck on the rear with even more aero. This thing is mad looking. There's a normal RCF, so that's when you get it and you say it's going to be a daily, and this is what happens when you now need a daily for your daily. Toyota has a massive section. Like, Toyota stretches all the way from that wall to all the way over here. I thought we would see the new GR, but no, I guess they just brought out the basic one. That'll do. Yeah, we're not going to stop to look at any of the Genesises. I mean, like, they look luxurious, but like...
No, that looks super funky. Like,
it does look funky, though.
The hood looks so awkward.
It looks so long. What the fuck is going on here? What the hell is this thing?
Oh, it's charging.
Oh, I thought it was broken.
Dude, that's a big-ass fucking hood. It's so long.
Yeah, it is a long-ass hood. They look like wannabe Bentleys. Just buy a Bentley. Oh, yeah. Well, these are the Colorado versions. Let's look at the Chevrolets. So here's the Colorado Trail Boss. Now, this is a truck I actually passed up on, in my opinion, just for the price. I mean, let's see the price of this one right here. $42. And you have plastic all over it. Plastic front bumper, plastic flares. The interior is super basic. You get cloth, rubber steering wheel, similar dash setup. I would say it's actually exactly the same as the AT4 minus, like, the leather wrap and like some of the nice things that my dash has that this one does not. But it's just a little bit too basic. Like, I went and sat in it and I felt like I was in a work truck. And I get it, you know, you're going off-roading, you're gonna mess it up and get dirty, but just for $42,000, I figured it was worth the extra 5-6 or so to get the AT4. And I think the AT4 looks better. Very similar, but I think the AT4 looks better. Now, they do have the crazy one over there. We'll go check it out. But first, the Z06 with the carbon fiber wheels and the carbon fiber wing. Now, I actually clowned on this wing because I saw it in public. It wasn't this exact one. It wasn't exposed carbon like this. But it looks just as stupid on the Z06 as it did on that other one. Now, the Z06, in my opinion, does look much better than the base Stingray. I like the center quad tips, and they're not fucking squares. I like that. But the wing, it looks stupid. The wing is so stupid looking. I don't know how functional it is. I don't know if there's like extra gains that they get from that, but I think that looks stupid. The wheels, for having carbon fiber wheels, those have to be the most boring looking carbon fiber wheels I've ever seen. A lot of cool paint options. I really do like that khaki green. The blue I've seen in person. I've seen most of these, but the khaki grayish green is kind of sick. So yeah, see, this is the basic one, and it's got the ugly square exhaust tips and very ugly wheels, but it looks like you can fit some golf clubs back there, which is what they want. And there's the motor. Super tiny. Now, I might be wrong, but I believe this is the E-Ray. I hope it is. Am I right? So does that say E-Ray? Yes, it is. So this one, if I were to get one, I'd get the E-Ray. Off the line, an absolute monster. This one does have the electric motor hybrid shit. This, I think, is the fastest Corvette they've ever made, which is an insane thing to like be, especially when you think of all the great Corvettes out there. Whoever spec'd this one out really likes red. I think that contrast is a little ugly, but I do like the exterior paint color. However, it fails at having some nice wheels to tie it together. I don't know who the fuck at Chevrolet likes these goddamn ugly directional 5-spokes, but they are fucking ugly. They're ugly on every car. So here's the Z06 motor, which is in fact different. Double cam, it looks like, or dual cam, dual overhead cam. So yeah, Chevrolet finally woke up and decided, hey, you know, if we want to compete with these other cars, we gotta actually make a modern fucking motor. 670 horsepower, 460 torque, which seems a little low in my opinion, especially for it being a 5.5 liter. But yeah, you can see all the workings in there. Much bigger valve covers. I don't think I've heard one in person yet. I know my buddy has one, but I haven't really heard it. Looks crazy though. That's much bigger of a motor. Looks way more fitting. So here's the new ZR2, and this looks much better than the Trail Boss. Not only does it have way less plastic, the plastic that it does have looks and feels, yeah, feels way better. Wheel and tire setup looks way more fitting. Like, this is how I would expect a Trail Boss to look, not the bullshit that they tried to sell over there. Way more ground clearance, cut bumper, it looks way cooler. Front end looks great. I wonder how much it actually goes for. Does it have a price starting at $60,000? So about $10,000 more than an AT4 MSRP, but is it as nice on the inside? I bought the AT4 because I really like the interior. Let's see what the interior looks like in here. Ironically, it looks like an AT4 interior. My interior looks identical, except right here it says AT4. It also is leather. On the head shit, it does say Bison or something like that. I don't know exactly what package this is. But you do get the way crazier shocks. It looks like this one has a spare mount in the rear. I don't know if that's something that you would really want, but it's smart to mount it there rather than underneath, because you're gonna rob yourself of ground clearance. So I don't like the white Chevrolet text with the black border though. That looks like something that someone did on MS Paint. It doesn't look good. But yeah, ZR2 Bison definitely looks nice. I'm assuming these little kicker panels probably, oh, they don't go down. They must not be turned on. They look like they go down, unless those are literally just rock guards, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they probably are. They're probably just to protect the frame and shit like that. But it's better. It is better. But it is just real funny seeing like the ZR2, which is a pretty big truck, and then turning and seeing something that's like 3 times as big. This thing is massive. I mean, you'll tow a house. Maybe not a house, but you'll tow a lot with that. This is just meant to go have fun. All right, Mammy's now very excited to look at the Subaru booth. Let's take a look at what we're missing out on, what they're robbing us of. They totally could make an STI version of the new WRX, which is growing on me when done right. This is obviously like some crazy rally build, and it probably hasn't been rallied yet just by the looks of it, because it's not all fucked up, but super authentic, ready to go rally build. However, then you look at this fucking ugly ass turd from factory. They are just butt ugly. I hate these plastic flares. I hate these fucking wheels. The front end, I hate. Why are we using plastic on everything? Why are we doing it now? This, I believe, is like the, well, I forgot what they call it, the TS? What did they call this bullshit? They revealed it and everyone was underwhelmed. I don't think it's this one. Maybe not, because it doesn't have any badges for it. But it looks like an Aztec that shrunk down. Now, however, the interior is nice. The interior is clean. I think we're allowed to climb in it. I don't know. I'm going to yank on it. I mean, it looks like you're allowed to climb in it. Oh, look at that. Let's see if it feels like my old WRX. Okay. Yep. Does it not have electric seats? Oh, it does.
I missed this steering.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the one that you had. Except this one has some like fake carbon fiber on it. That's literally like some shitty ass carbon fiber wrap. Look at that. What are you guys doing? This is way nicer though. Someone stole the shift knob. Either that or they just intentionally take them off. Yeah, so no one does steal them. But no, look at that button's missing, but this one's not. I think they fucking steal them. I don't know. The seats are identical. The seats are exactly the same. I mean, they're probably just like an updated model, but they feel exactly the same as the 18 STI. Like, it's cool in here. It's whatever. More shitty fake carbon fiber, though. Yeah, it feels nasty. I hate the texture of that. I hate it. Like everyone says, it takes like 10 grand to make this thing look right, and a lot of hours, because all this black needs to be turned to whatever color the car is. Out of the corner of my eye, while recording that last clip, I saw the beauty behind this family. Mammy. No. There she is. The Prelude. Yeah.
Oh, the new one?
The new Prelude. Let's look at it. Yeah, so here's the new concept. And it looks like a little like Audi TT. Like from this part back, look at that. You can't tell me that doesn't look like an Audi TT. It's a good looking car. Hybrid electric. Oh, it's such a good looking car. I'm really impressed. Honda actually made something that doesn't look like garbage. Wow. Oh, they even got like a new like updated like Honda font. That looks clean. Real carbon fiber, unlike the fucking Subaru. No fake ducts. No fake grills. I mean, we got a little vent right here maybe, but that actually looks semi-functional. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's got some depth to it. Nice big brakes, nice looking wheels. More real carbon up front. Wow, look at Honda. Who upset Honda? They're making some monsters now. That's a good looking car, dude. The more I'm looking at it, that rear, like half of it is just screaming Audi TT, kind of G80 BMW. Like it's got the profile of it. This is a nice looking car. I like it. I saw some people online talking about it and they said, oh wow, it looks like every other Honda out there. You can't tell me that. You look at this. You look at this thing, right? And then you look at this and you say, oh yeah, they're the same. No, this is way, way worse. This looks good. I actually like this. Hopefully the concept of this stays looking like this when it becomes reality, because this looks cool. I really do like this. So yeah, one thing that Mammy just brought up is she's wondering what the inside looks like and if it's even finished, because they limoed it all the way around. Like it is pitch black. You can't even see in there, and you can't get close enough. They got little guardrails to even look, but I really wonder what the inside looks like. I wonder if it's something super crazy and they're just not revealing it yet, but it looks cool. Would you drive it?
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
10
looks
times
like
better.
new creative.
Oh, look at, there's a little like little gap in the wing right there. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it, but it's got some cool little details on it that I'm starting to notice. I like it. I like it a lot. The new Type R is also way nicer looking. They got rid of the stupid fake vents in the back. The front, I'm not sure if the front still has them, but it's way more updated. I don't think I've really talked about it on the channel. I've seen a few in person. Yeah, see, that looks way nicer up front. No more giant fake vents or anything like that. Underneath the hood might be real. I don't think it is though, but we got some carbon fiber. It looks 10 times better than what it used to look like. They're really starting to do it nice again. They're not just pumping out bullshit for the racer community. This looks like a nice looking sports car. If you're making a sports sedan, follow this layout. Don't just slap badges on it with a big brake kit and call it a sports sedan. This is how you do it. Another great example of a sports sedan. If you're gonna do a sports sedan, this is how you do it. Now, I believe the Type S actually beats the Type R in a drag race, but look, you got little wide body flares on it. You have a Type R style hood. You have big old grills up front that look like they actually lead somewhere. If I were to get one, I'd probably get the Type S. I do like the wide body flares on the Type S a bit more. Also, the exhaust looks much more meaty. I know that the inner diameter isn't quite the same, but it looks more appealing from afar. I think the Type R has better wheels, but the Type S is still nice. It's still nice. Interior wise, interior looks good. Digital dash, low key seats, not super bright red seats. It looks like a fun little car. I'm not sure about spending $50,000 on one, but it's a nice looking car. What does the normal Integra start at? Oh, this is still a Type S. Never mind. So they're actually closing here in 15 minutes. So we only have a few more cars we can look at. So I think we're near the end though. I still stand by my statement. This is not a sports sedan. I'm standing by it. Kiss my ass. Okay, so before we leave, we gotta go to the supercar section. Don't fall down the damn stairs. Let's go. Double time, double time. She has PTSD because she fell down the stairs at our house, like the last 3, and rolled her ankle. So, anyways. So here's like everyone's dream car lineup. That, more than both of us can afford. 720 or is it 765? 765. So this is probably the fastest car here. Definitely. The GT3 RS is badass, but I'm taking the 765 any day. Badland. Big ass Jeep Rubicon, Fuel wheels. I like how they actually made the front wheel, the center cap line up. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's just one of those OCD details that I really like. Yeah, I'm taking the 765. I also see a roll cage in there. I'm not sure if 765s come with roll cages, but if they don't, that is a nice looking roll cage. It looks very clean. Yeah, Ferraris don't get me bricked up like they used to. Even the AMG gets me a little more chubbed up than the Ferrari. Sorry, not sorry, but the AT4 is still the best looking truck in this whole facility. Oh wait, no, the X-Runner. X-Runner beats the AT4 a second. It just doesn't get better than this.